Welcome, investors, to Monday's live stream, where you get to watch me make some trades, my thought process, and everything in between as we begin to day trade. Welcome, guys. Welcome to the channel. Thanks for stopping by, and let's get started in some great content just for you. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you here. We got some March week one watch lists that we're going to be going over that I think are just going to be fantastic for anyone right now who is looking to double their account and make more money. All that I ask is that you subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel, smash that like button if you haven't already, and welcome. Sorry for some of the audio there for a second. I was a bit delayed, but we are here now, so let us begin. Let me make sure everything is in order, and we have everyone here. 7 o'clock, though, today, Monday, the 4th. I do live trading sessions like this every single Monday just for you guys, so you can watch and follow me along as I trade the market. And if you guys find value in that, then definitely smash that like button for me, that we know that you find this content valuable. Today we're looking at a couple of companies. We're looking at Lyft, Lucid, JNUG, JDST, Snap, SoundHound, Mara, SoFi, TQQQ today. And yeah, so we're going to go over those in just a minute. Let me get some more people on here. We're going to share this to Facebook and all those great places that we need to be sharing. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thank you for joining me on this Monday. I know there's probably other things that you can be doing, so I just want to say thank you. Thank you for being here. All right, so markets are looking good. Let's go to the actual markets. This is the way it looks right now. Not too bad. Got a lot of green today in the heat map, which is great. We're not quite open yet on the market. We have about 30 minutes still. It's 7 o'clock where I am, 9 o'clock Eastern time. It's very early where I'm at. Okay, there we go. All right, it's official, guys. We're gonna have people pouring in just a minute. I don't usually do live streams on Monday morning, but we are about to begin doing those every single Monday morning just for you guys here in the channel. All my followers were curious. What are you doing? How do you trade? What are some of your thought processes behind trading? And is it possible to do it too? Yes, it is. It's very possible. And you don't need very much money to do it either, which is fantastic. So let's go ahead and get into it. We are on March 4th, about 7 o'clock. We have 20 minutes or so before the market actually opens. As you can see here, we are just waiting for it to open. Now let's go over some companies and my thought process on what we're doing. So last week on Friday, we made some swing trades. Now I do swing trade, I do day trade. There's really not a good or bad for either one. There are pros and cons for both, but it doesn't really necessarily matter which one you do as long as you have a plan. Now, as you can see, we got lift around this mark here and we decided to hold. Now we could have sold on this big candle, but I noticed there was no dip and it's above the EMA and the MA line. So I was like, well, it's not necessarily going to be going down anytime soon. We holded, we actually doubled down and bought some more here. And now we are seeing some really good highs at the moment before the open. So With that said, it does have potential to break out. This is lift. It has a potential to break out and hit newer highs. Obviously, it broke this here, so we're going to do a new line. Roughly here is what it looks like. It kind of stopped and broke out again. So we're going to leave that as a resistance line. If it does go up into this level again, we could see gains of 12%. 12% at 19 and 43. If it were able to get up that high, you would see gains of 20%. So we are just kind of waiting and seeing. I'm actually invested in this company. I have over 200 shares at $15. So not too bad. That's a little bit over $3,200 right now in this. So we're looking to see some good gains and growth from Lyft. Now I do have a stop loss set in place. So if it were to take a dive or something, that would be okay. See if I can do this. Yeah, there we go. This is a little bit big. Whoops. Hello, welcome. Welcome to the live stream. Okay, Lucid. Lucid is got a nice little handle here. Little bounce recovery. Now, Lucid is one of those companies I want to be very careful with, but I did call this company out at the $3 mark 2 weeks ago, the $3.10 mark last week, and it even got up to the 3.30s last week as well. So as you can see on the chart, it's had a nice run up from the $3. We have literally been in this company since the $3 mark. So we are already experiencing over a 12%, 12% profit if I were to sell now. But I can see this company going up substantially more to roughly about 23 or so. We will indicate a new high, well, a new area here that's going to bounce. I'd say anywhere between here and here is a good zone to watch. That's a good zone to see a bounce. Now, with that said, there is potential to possibly still make a little bit of money. Roughly 12 to 14% on return on investment. Now the risk on that is going to be just as bad, about 15%. So be very careful. Have your stop losses set and make sure that you don't hold this company for too long. Make this a little bit smaller. I don't think I can. I can. You don't think he can? No, he can't. All right, that'll work. So yeah, so there's definitely some profits to be made on Lucid. I have over, I think 500, close to 500 shares of this, which would put me at about $1,500 or so. JNUG's had a crazy crazy run up. We did buy this company just a couple of days ago at the $24 mark. I didn't catch this all the way at the top, but right around here at the $24 mark, we're already up 8% with room to potentially go up even more. But with JNUG, I would probably definitely consider locking in profits as soon as the bell opens. Not necessarily saying that it's going to keep running up. Now, it may keep running up because it has a small gap, but with anything that goes up, usually it will fall back down. So definitely be aware of that when looking at JNUG. It looks like it's about to hit an old resistant level right here. Yeah, it looks like it basically just hit this old resistant level, which is fantastic. So two things can happen. It could either bounce and drop, or it can just blow through the resistance line and actually break through and go even further. So as you can see here, it's creating somewhat of a double bottom pattern, which could be a sign of either a breakout, right? It could either break out or it could break, or it could simply just fall down here and go back to these previous lows. So those are two scenarios. One, this is that gold ticket one that we want, and this one is the red indicator that we don't want. So right there is going to show you some easy signs of whether or not you should buy or sell. Now this company does have potential to go up, but look at its descending downward trend over the last basically couple of months. Over the last 4 months, it's had a declining descent. But look at this double top, support, resistant, support, resistant, and then it blew through the past support levels, which is a really good indication that there are signs of bouncing back. There are signs that it can go back up. We'll do a white line. There we go. That white line looks pretty good. So there's a double top that broke through. Now we're looking for that double bottom to break through. Okay, so we'll see what happens with JNUG. We're going to monitor it a little bit more. I do have 100 shares of JNUG right now, which is about $2,500. Well, it's actually about $2,200, and now I'm up to 25. So there's about $300 in profit right there on a swing trade. Now we are waiting to maybe get confirmation that this is going to start pulling up, because JDST is the inverse of JNUG. So when JNUG goes up 3%, JDST seems to go down 2 to 3%, which can also be a great play when it's time to correct this. So when this starts to drop and go down, I sell my position up high here, get out with $300, take the money I just took out and put it into JDST at only $6. So I could buy 100 shares of JDST for only $6.76, which is pretty fantastic if you ask me, compared to JNUG, where 100 shares is more like $2,500. So you make your money here, throw some money in here once this starts to bounce back up. Now with this trend line, if it say it were to bounce around this 675 marker, then you'd have potential of going up 20%, guys. Almost 20%. That's 18% right there. 18% on a correction. Now that does mean that if you hold this, there is a potential that it can go down also 15 to 18%. Doesn't mean it will, but it has a potential to do that. So I want you guys to be aware. Welcome to the live stream. Thanks for coming in, spending part of your day with us here. This live stream will run about 30 minutes to an hour. We start at 7 o'clock, and we're going to do this every Monday for you guys. I don't show you a ridiculous amount of watch lists. I know some people will get up in the 10s, 20s, 30s of watch lists. Now, there are a lot of companies. There's a lot of opportunities to grow your account, but we cannot mainly spend time focusing on lots and lots of companies. We need to focus on, say, no more than 10. And as a beginner investor, if you're just getting your feet wet and you're maybe even paper trading and not using real cash at the moment, I would suggest maybe you follow 2 to 3 companies max. You learn their habits, you learn their pasts, you learn what they like and what they don't like. Yes, it sounds like dating, but this is what you need to do if you want to be successful in trading. Okay, you need to find a company and learn everything about it, what makes it tick, and what you can do to make more money. Now, as you can see here, guys, this is very deceptive. Snap is downward trend for a very long time. Then it started going sideways just a little bit. Now, as I zoom in, as you can see here, there is an extreme amount of appreciation here, which is amazing. Now you don't see that on the big charts, on the daily charts, but on the 4 hour and the 1 hour, you can definitely see that there is some forward moving momentum into the green. Now, we have been talking about this company since around the $10.50 mark, which was way down here. And if you would be invested with this, or you follow us on the Discord, you would also be invested and up about 8% right now on your investment. Now, 8% isn't nothing compared to where it could be if it were to follow the trajectory and the line going up to some past highs. You can see almost 50% growth if it were to rally back up to its past areas where it used to trade. Now, it used to trade at these areas, which is what is so crazy. Okay, it used to trade at these levels. And for some reason, because of news and everything and stuff like that, it is no longer in this area any longer. Used to be, not anymore. So what are we going to do to try to win on this company? Well, here we go. Okay. Usually higher highs or higher lows will create higher highs, and higher highs will create higher lows. Same for lower lows and lower highs. Now that's all it seems to be doing right here, but now it says now it looks like it has a bottom. It has a true bottom at 1050, and that's its true bottom right there. Now this is going to be our opportunity to possibly buy. This might be where we want to buy some stocks. Okay, now we bought down here and we're riding the wave up. Now if it doesn't continue, guys, that's fine. I do have a stop loss set at about 1 or 2%, 2% being the max, which is right here at 1107. 1107. So I would still profit literally 6% or so, even if it went down 2%. It went down 2%. What do we do? Well, if we bought down at the 1050 mark and we sold, we'd still make 5% on our investment. So 5% isn't bad that we've already locked in. We're at 7% right now. So if it were to go down 2%, we'd still lock in 5. And that's where a trailing stop loss comes into play, guys. A trailing stop loss will save your booty. Yes, it will. And with that said, guys, today we are going to talk about MooMoo. Start your investing journey today. Sign up for free. I have 3 links, one for MooMoo, Robinhood, and WeBull. All 3 of them have their pros and cons and their differences, but they all offer you an opportunity to start investing in the stock market by gaining you access to these platforms and these brokerage accounts, but also giving you free stocks to sell and use as cash if you need to for bills or whatever, or you can hold them long term and grow the appreciation, or sell them and buy more stocks and really get your investing journey started faster. So there's some links below. Check them out. You will not be disappointed. And let us get back to the show. All right. So we have a couple more companies we're going to talk about here out of the 9. I know 9 really still seems like a lot, but it really isn't. You don't necessarily want to look at one company either, because one company is not really going to show you a lot of like the diversification of the market. Okay, if you look at Lyft, you're like, man, every company must be like Lyft. Well, every company's not. Every company is extremely different. And as you can see here, this might not even be a company a new investor trades in. Okay, but what I'm doing is showing you guys opportunities. Now you want to see a company that's worth investing in, and that you really don't even have to even think about it. Just put money in and then just forget NVIDIA. If you don't have time, if you're too lazy to day trade, or you simply don't know how, swing trading and long-term trading is going to be your best bet. Okay, look at this, guys. If you had been like, I love NVIDIA, I believe in them. Oh my God, look at this. And some people do, and some people did. Some people bought down at the $300 mark. Some people were playing this right here, buying at 4, selling at 480, buying at 390, selling at 500, and they were making profits mad as this thing hit. That's a 26% profit right there, guys. 26% profit on this tiny little swing here. So what do you think this is? You got in at 470, make a 75% profit on your investment, guys. 25%. It's pretty amazing. Okay, didn't have to do anything, or 75%. So that means if you put in $1,000 January of this year, you would now have $750 extra. 75% in 62 days. 75% in 2 months. Now, you don't even have to day trade. Some people day trade and get, 5% a day. Some people get 5% a week. My goal right now is to hit 10% a week, which is 40% a month. This went up 75% in 2 months. All I had to do to beat my challenge, invest all my money into NVIDIA, and it would have went up and I would have won. But you don't know that. No one knows that NVIDIA was going to go up 75% in 2 months. So that's why you definitely take into consideration these other companies. Look at Lyft. They're up 6.85% today. This one's up only 6%, not even 1% point. So if you're focusing on one company that only goes up a 0.5% point, you're never going to make it. So the point of this is, first, understand, know, and be able to identify good setups. Then track those setups, track your strategies, implement new ideas to what works for you, and then double down on what's working. And then once you know you have a working strategy on, say, one or two stocks or positions, then you can outsource and you can start looking at other companies. There are some people, and money as well. There's a few investors who will be invested in 20, 30 companies long term, but then they'll day trade 3 or 4 companies, and then they'll even have swing trades in there. And it's all about knowing what your entry price is, what your exit price is, and what your stop loss price is. If you don't know what those 3 things are, you're going to have a very difficult time trading. Trading is not like gambling. You don't put in money and just hope it works. It's not like 21 where you say, oh, hit me, hit me, hit me, and then you bust and you lose. Trading is a very strategic, and it takes a certain amount of thought process before you even enter into a trade, before you even think about buying. Okay, I can make $300 or $400 or $500 in an hour, but I probably spent a few hours looking for this setup, a couple of hours looking at news, looking at different areas of opportunity, to be able to simply go and have that courage and that knowledge to just simply click that button and know, hey, it's going to do exactly what I planned that it would do. And if it doesn't, there's always a plan B, which is to simply stop loss out. Okay, so with that said, we went over Snap. Market opens literally in 5 minutes, guys. 5 minutes, and we're almost done with this pre-market watch list here. So we went over Snap. We're gonna go over Sound real quick. Now, Sound is extremely overbought, but guys, we gotta talk about it because we are making money on it. That's the point. We want to make money. So right here, the Sound is trading at $1 and some change. Like, I never even heard of Sound before this thing came up with you know who. You know, we'll say her name starts with an N and ends with a Hansi. You know who I'm talking about. Anyways, some stuff, recent news came up about this, and so because of it, we got in about the $2 mark, and we are currently up like 200 or 300%. My only regret is that I didn't sell up here because we went back down. It went up to 370% and all the way back down to 270%. So it actually lost 100% in a matter of days from its 300% profit. But we are still holding at 300% roughly. I didn't put that many shares into this company. Unfortunately, I only had about 100 shares, which was about $200. Excuse me. But now that it has highs of 63, we are now sitting on $630. That's $400 profit, guys, on Sound AI, which is just fantastic. So I want you guys to be careful because there's not really a lot of opportunity right here unless there's a significant pullback like you see here. Okay, significant pullback where you could possibly get in and make some potential gains. Now look at this pullback. It's about a 20%. This was a 30% pullback. 30%, but it not necessarily went 19%. And then it went to another 30% high, and it dropped all the way down. Whoop, where am I doing? It dropped all the way to a low pre-market, 30% loss again at pre-market. And this would have been the area that you would have wanted to bought maybe yesterday. Or actually, yeah, on 3/1. So on Friday, this would have been a good opportunity. Now, this long stretch here is the weekend. So this is Saturday and this is Sunday. Okay, now we're going into Monday. So you could have even had that opportunity to buy, say, down here at the 598, made a quick 8%. 8% profit. All right, guys, we got one more. We got two more actually before the market opens. Market opens in 3 minutes, as you can see down here. Super excited to be a part of the markets. I love being able to trade and get in here and just make money, guys. That's the whole point of this. Make money that you guys can also make money. All right, Mara. Mara real quick. We're going to do Mara on the day. We've been charting Mara for a while. We've actually been inside. Mara's been inside our account for some time now. Got some crazy dips here. Now I did buy down here about the $16 mark, and we were able to ride this up almost 83% in 19 days. I did sell at the top right there, and we are now waiting for confirmation again. It went down 25% in just a matter of a couple of days here. Okay, 25%, and now it rose. It went up 35%, so that was another great gain for the day, and it's going back to our support level or our buy zone with a 27% decrease. So is there an opportunity to buy here? Potentially, yes. At the moment, if you would have got down in these levels at that buy area level, you would have been able to experience another 30% gain. But because it's already now at 27.87, your potential is a little bit less. So 27.84 up to the 30 mark. That's still a 20% profit, okay, but with a downside of about 13. So that's not something that I would want to invest in at the moment. I'm going to wait for confirmation. See, if you can get an upside of 30% with a downside of, say, 5%, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good odds for your risk to reward ratio. Now, if I didn't want to stop all the way down that far, say I only wanted to go here, that's 2 or 3% risk on 30%. So that's a 1 in 10 risk to reward ratio on Mara. And I'm coming for Mara. We are getting some of that money back. I have 100 shares of them currently, which was sitting at about $2,600. We're now at $27.86, which means we're up about almost $200. So not too bad. All right, last but not least, market is open. Welcome, the market is open. Yes. All right, last one, guys. SoFi, my bad. SoFi. I don't know why I say that. SoFi. All right, SoFi is one of those other ones that we've been watching for a little while now. It's had some tremendous volatility in the market, and it's also a company that has a huge depreciation. I mean, they are down, I believe, roughly 100%. 78% they have fell, which gives us an opportunity for them to go back up. So as you can see here, we have been riding these waves for quite some time. There's 100% growth right there. There's another 100% hit right there. And so guys, you can make a lot more than 1 or 2% a day or 10% a week if you follow some of these charts, or if you just follow me in general, right? Check this one out. This one, 100% in, or 60% in 100 days. 60% in 100 days. How about this little banger right here? Boom. 30% in 8 days. 30% in a week. My goal is to hit 40% a week, guys. So it's right along with my goal. And it can be with you too. $1,000, you could have $400 at the end of the week if you just park your $1,000 into a company like this. $400, is that enough money for you to live off of? Is that enough money to pay some bills? I think so. It's definitely going to help, not hurt. Okay, so now I've been tracking this company for a little while, like I said, and I've created these lines to showcase what I think it's going to do. Now, I did think it's going to bounce off of this and go up, but it looks like it's just consolidating right here, which is fine. Consolidation is a good indication that it's not going to drop, right? Consolidation horizontally will eventually lead into something that goes up, potentially. So it just depends, but I do like to trade these horizontals. Now, it is going down, so it may drop. It may follow this trajectory and then hit up this way. Now, if it doesn't, that's fine. If it breaks, that's fine. But right now, I'm sitting pretty with over 20% appreciation, and I'm just waiting, right? I'm just waiting. 15% or so right now. If it drops 1 or 2%, I'm still up 8 or 9%. So pretty cool, guys. I hope you guys found value in this. Thank you for joining us today. And if you guys do want to see more of content like this, then definitely smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit that little notification bell so you don't miss out when I go live. I go live Monday mornings pre-market. I may begin starting to go live maybe even most weekdays if you guys find value in this. If not, I will stick to my Monday morning live streams. Then we also have Friday recaps. We do Friday after the market closes. We'll do some live recaps, the money I made, profits that I was able to lock in, losses if any. And then on Sundays we'll be doing Sunday night stock talks, which basically is going to be like this, where I'm looking at positions to either get into pre-market, basically Monday morning, which is Sunday night, because pre-market does start like at 2 a.m. in the morning. So you could be trading since technically midnight almost in some areas, which is just fantastic. So again, hope you guys found value in this. If you did, like, subscribe, and thank you for stopping in today, March 4th, which is a Monday, guys. What a great day to be alive. Great day to be in the markets. And if you guys have any questions, you can follow me on the Discord. There is a link in the description below to where you can get invited to our private, or it's not really a private Discord, but you do have to get invited. But yeah, private Discord where you can speak and talk with like-minded individuals. You can get with me and talk to me a little bit more about stuff and get involved with the community. Now, we do have another community. I'm not sure the link is below, but we are on Facebook. Over 80,000 members currently right now in the Facebook. And Reality Realty trailers, good info, thank you. The majority of my trading will be long-term trading as I learn. That's a good idea as a beginner, yes. And then starting this month with 1,000 or more monthly. Hey man, that's a great goal to have. Congratulations on starting your investing journey. Thanks for watching this. And I have a ton of other videos. There's some good ones on passive income, monthly paying stocks, and companies that pay 10% a year in dividend annual growth, but they pay you monthly. Companies like GLAD or Gladstone Capital, and other companies like ticker symbol O, like O Realty, are great companies long-term like that. But if you're wanting to grow, don't ever think that you can't consider using what am I trying to say here? Don't ever think you can't use technology and these growth stocks to benefit and grow your channel even more, because it definitely can. These growth companies like Nvidia, you could have tripled your money within just a matter of a couple of months. So that $1,000 could now be $3,000. Then you could just use 2,000 long term, use 1,000 for day trading and swing trading, and then grow your money even more that way. Super excited to be here, guys, and thanks again for watching. That's where we're going to wrap it up. I do have a video coming out later today. It's not a live stream, but it is a video that will help you get a little bit more comfortable with finding setups and trading. Getting that entry point, exit point, and stop limit is crucial to your success. The less risk, the more reward. That's what we want. Thanks for watching, and we will see you guys in the next one.